out to G4YTORADE. She is an awesome person on my friends list that used to be a lot more into the competitive scene and just decided to come here. So she said, "Let me cast."
Isn't that
There
Gatorade?
could be a possibility.
That's
Yes.
what I was saying. He spelled
It is
it out. I
Gatorade.
was like, what the heck are you
I
saying?
didn't want to say Gatorade because then people would assume.
Gotcha. No, hey, I'm actually
Whatever.
going to drop the link here in the chat for those of you who are interested in coming on the cast. Let us know, guys. Seriously, we will bring you guys on the show to little to no experience, and we'll make sure that you guys have something up there, or at least gain some experience before we toss you to the wolves. And you have guys like Putrid and Aaron who can lead you along the way. So don't be shy.
Yeah.
Come on here, cast with us. We'll make it happen. Sign up on the website. I just dropped the link in the chat for you guys. I'm excited to get Frac Pro and Hatred NA going here, guys. Best of 7, starting a little late, but as soon as we hit that 70 mark, Honey Badger coming at you. And I have a little trick up my sleeve on how we're going to give away this $10 Xbox card. So stick around. Show some support in the chat. We're live Monday through Friday, basically every day now, bringing show matches to the community. So, we got our predictions out of the way. I'm ready to get things rolling, Putrid. How do you feel, man?
How do I feel? I feel definitely pumped. I've been actually inspired from COD Champs. I really do hate this game. I do not like Ghost. I don't think it plays very well, but I did get inspired to restart my little competitive surge. So I'm actually on a team now called Overclock, and we've been actually doing pretty good. We scrimmed a couple of scrims yesterday, and we beat some teams that have been teaming for like a year. So it was actually successful, and I think I may be able to stick with this team, but also that will help me with my casting and all of that stuff. So really just love the esports community a bit more because of Champs and how much like motivation it can actually bring. Like after that event, I saw so many tweets from so many people that were just like, "I'm going to Champs next year, man. I'm winning it all." They were so inspired, and it was basically hilarious to see, but also true on one aspect.
Definitely. All right. Wait, why do we still have 60-second time? I don't understand.
We're getting things
Because
rolling,
whatever,
guys.
maybe,
30
guys.
seconds. It looks like domination freight.
Yee. All right, guys. So I don't know about you, Putrid, but on this map, I really love to see just one person stay back on A, 2 going to B, and then 1 sneaking all the way around to C, going underground. Like I just love seeing teams that actually do that. Nobody ever does it. I feel like it's such an easy concept, but nobody ever utilizes that underground at the beginning.
Yeah, and definitely, I think that it can be an asset, but also that B flag, you need to try to get that as soon as possible. It's right smack in the middle, and it is definitely hard to capture, but right now I'm going to be on board with Witness. He's going to start the charge for Team Frac, and he's just controlling this left side train. Spots a guy jumping out of Owen, does get that kill. Can he pick up the 2-piece? Yes, he does. Going for the 3rd. That's 3 down right now, and this is a perfect time for Frac to get on the B flag, but OP Verse says no and gets a 2-piece.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be watching base. He does actually go down. That was, his enemy just actually went down at the exact same time. Everybody going down that I'm going to go on board with, but that's okay. BN Fuller, we're going to watch him as he does pick up 1 kill at the bottom of the building right there. And it looks like he's going to go back and not really, B flag, you can see they're all going for it. And that's what I really love to see with these teams is when the B flag doesn't directly go into anybody's favor right at the beginning, just shows that both these teams are playing offense and defense just absolutely perfectly.
Yes, they are. They're definitely pushing as a team, and they're making sure that that flag stays neutral, because the second someone caps it, it really is hard to actually get on it and go for that capture again, because then people can just chuck nades and just spray through the train. It really is difficult, but right now I'm going to expect Frac to do some work as we have Witness controlling this left side, spots a player, misses those shots, but actually that player team killed, and he does get another kill, so there's 2 on B currently for Frac. They are mid-capture. Let's see if they're going to be able to do this. They're so close to getting it. Right now, Witness still on it. He does get the capture, and now all he needs to do is stay alive and get some kills.
You see, Witness is doing some really good stuff. He actually just got 2 kills. He did go down, but he just played the B flag absolutely perfectly. What he did, he stayed in the exact same spot, and even though he was moving around trying not to get shot, he made sure that he didn't get hit by any of the bullets and making sure he kept capturing B, and that is basically, he took the B flag almost by himself. I know he did have a teammate help him at the middle of that, but right there, utilizing his map knowledge and his just flag knowledge, he's able to take the B flag, and it's gonna show for them right here, 30-24.
Yeah, absolutely great plays coming out of Frac. They definitely came here to just play, but Hatred, man, they're kind of struggling. They're not really getting in positions as a team, and they're really, really spread out right now. You see one in red, one in white, and one on the opposite side of Owens. So what they need to do is just push as a team, wait for their teammates to spawn up, and then go for a specific target. They're kind of just straggled around, and they're never going to do anything going like this.
Yeah, I mean, talking about what you were just saying, Hazard Eyes, I saw him sitting in a corner for about, I don't know, a couple seconds, and they were actually able, it's still Fracture. I mean, them being able to hold this, B flag is definitely going to show. I mean, look at the score right now. Their score is just going up 46-32 right now. Hazard Eyes are just taking out, oh, he actually didn't get that kill. He jumps around, he's able to pick up that kill, and see, just this team is absolutely dominating. Look at Hazard Eyes, 10-5, 9-6, 6-4, just this entire team, 11-5, 10. It's just this entire team doing absolute work right now.
Yeah, and just one thing to say in the chat, Nero Trinity typed in, I think ARs are irrelevant in this game, and not necessarily in the game of Ghost. They're not that irrelevant, especially when you play maps like Octane, but maps like this, for MTARs, works out very well. You see it from this Frac squad, Versatile sometimes pulling out that AR, but most of these players are using those MTARs and really just getting in the enemy's face, and that is a perfect gun to do that. It's so versatile, you can get any range kills with it, and it really is just a perfect gun for every player to use, kind of slightly overpowered.
I mean, certain aspects, each gun is going to have their own pros and cons, and what's better than the other, and why it's not better than, but whatever it may be. I mean, just this Fracture squad being able to utilize anything, whatever, be it ARs, be it submachine guns, they're obviously being able to utilize them perfectly, being that still holding this B flag throughout the entire game. Oh, as I say that, it looks like it's going to be Paradise on the B flag right now.
And Paradise getting that neutral, that is going to be big for his team to just stop some points. Currently 50-78 with Team Fracture winning this. 48 seconds remaining in the match, and Fracture has 3 down. They're going to be jumping on that B flag, no doubt, and most likely securing this. Let's see what they can do here. Hazardous is going to just be in bottom porter, trying to go for spawn traps as they are securing that B flag, and that will go in their favor.
All right, so I want you to look at Hazard Eyes right here. Oh, why does that have to happen? He's 16-6 right now. He was on a 10 kill streak, and he did get knifed right in the back. But guys, 21 seconds left in this game, 56-86. That is a 30-point difference. That is going to be for Fracture, and that's going to be just a heart-wrenching deficit that they're going to be having to go to into the second side of domination here on Freight.
Now, it definitely is possible, but what I think they didn't do very well is what they should have done is pushed heavily for that white side. They kept on rotating to red, and the problem that leads to is that the other team will spawn further up towards white, where if you push white, they'll actually spawn so far back on their flag that if you have one guy on B flag, with full sprint, they still cannot reach there in time once you've capped it. So maybe that could have changed some things up, but really, it's just pure slaying. That slaying done by Fracture was unreal. Witness 20 kills, Hazard Eyes 16, and Base God Nick 10 kills, as opposed to no one on Team Hatred pulling double digits. That definitely hurt them that match.
I mean, definitely. I mean, slaying power, 9-14, 6-14, 8-14, 9-13, just not really looking good for them. But I mean, going to the second side of pure domination Freight, what do you think they need to do differently? I mean, do you think that they need to just play a little bit more aggressively? Do you think they need to pull out new guns, switch some roles? What are you thinking?
I really think they just need to start playing together, because the thing I've seen time and time again on that minimap is they'll start pushing different ways, and they'll be like, here, I'll go flank, I'll go do this stuff, and yes, that can benefit sometimes, but what is more important is trading kills and being in a position where you can actually watch the other's back and bait and switch and do things like that, and right now, I'm just not seeing that from this Hatred squad, and Fracture is kind of running over them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Frac doing some big work right now, taking that first side and a commanding lead. Guys, we appreciate you all tuning in. Tweet out that stream at 52 viewers right now, just a couple away from that honey badger. Let's hit 70. We'll make that happen. I want to give this $10 Xbox card away, so if we can hit a hundo.
Ooh.
Hundo.
Let's make it happen. We're about halfway there. Let's make it happen. I also have a little trick up my sleeve on the giveaway for this, so make sure you guys are sticking around. But you know, can I change my prediction, guys? Can I change it? I mean, I went with Frac, but I went with Frac going 4-3, and just after that first side, Hatred was not looking strong at all. Now I know they're a host team, I would say. As soon as they jump on their host, I'm sure they're going to be able to win a map or two. Right,
that's every team in Ghost.
Yeah. So, not count them out yet, guys. I don't think this is going to be a 4-0. Frac might pick up the first 2 maps on their host, and then it could be a different story once we jump over to Hatred. But I'm excited to see what the outcome's going to be.
Definitely.
Yeah, I really am. And guys, also quick shout out to the guy is Mother Koalas in the chat. He is in my physics class, my philosophy class, and he is always a character. And that dude is just strange. He's such a strange dude. But just shout out to him. No, he's a really cool dude. He went with me to the midnight release of Ghost, which was one of the saddest midnight releases I've ever been, except it had free Chipotle. So you can't ever say no to free Chipotle. I mean, let's be honest.
Did I go to I think, yeah, I went to my midnight release, and we had free, I think, Subway? But it wasn't. I mean, there was like literally nobody went. Like that. I guess everybody just figured Ghost was going to be so. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I was pretty hyped for Ghost. I guess I don't know. Black Ops 2. A lot of people hated it. I don't know.
They were giving Chipotle. They were giving Chipotle away on my midnight release. But guys, shout out to Hi Jinxky for following the stream as well. Appreciate that, guys. Hit that follow button for us. We're almost at that 3K mark. That would be a great milestone for us. So make sure you're following the stream to be eligible for those giveaways. But shout out to Juked313 also for following the stream. You guys are doing a hell of a job. Jumping in onto the second side, Domination Freight. I'm hoping Hatred can put something together here, fellas.
Yeah, I really am too. I mean, I love seeing close games, and that's a whole thing about competition and COD esports as a whole. This COD Champs would have been terrible if we didn't see those top 3 teams finish where they went. Optic, Envious, and Cole, quite possibly the most known teams in Call of Duty, happened to finish top 3, and that was just incredible for COD Champs, the publicity of it all, and made it that much better of an event, especially with a game like Ghost, which moves kind of slow and is not as fun to watch as Black Ops 2.
I mean, I didn't... Honestly, I was working all weekend, so I didn't really get to watch much of COD Champs, but I got to watch a lot of the Championship Sunday, and I guess that's kind of the most important part anyway. But, I mean, you're definitely right about that. I mean, it just some of those games got so close. I mean, what am I trying to say? The entire time, I was basically on the edge of my seat, just like, I don't know. I'm not really... I don't have a favorite team, but I mean, I guess I was kind of rooting for Optic just because I like Optic. But whatever, guys, we are getting into this game here, and I'm watching Frac Witness right now, and he just gets 1 kill off the bat and just making an early push to the B flag.
Yeah, and Frac Witness, man, 20 kills last game. That was insane. But right now, he has been taken out. I'm going to be on Based God Nick, who's already pushed him at white, spotting a guy top quarters, will put shots fired into that guy, but he was able to evade it, and this is not good. The callouts and map awareness from Fuller right there was just not on point, and he did get shot in the back after many shots had been fired from Based God Nick. Based God Nick now trying to map someone and does get that kill onto OP Verse, but does get taken out at the same time. So B flag has been caught by Frac, and now they are going to be extending the lead that they already made for the last round.
I mean, 33-point lead is definitely... I mean, if you're Hatred, you gotta be pretty mad on your side. And I honestly, I wish we had like just these listen-ins to see what they were talking about. Either number one, they're getting really, really angry and like screaming at each other, or number two, which is probably even more likely, is that they're not communicating, and that's exactly why they're not able to capture this flag.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And right now, Fracture, they're just keep on putting the pressure. They're not holding back. And they really are pushing to the enemy spawn, and that is really what is just making them such a powerhouse team. Look at Witness. He's in a perfect position, which is white, which is forcing their team to spawn A, and that is the worst spawn, I think, in all of Call of Duty Ghost. It is a terrible, terrible spawn, and there is literally no way you can defend that player right there. All of their players just spawn all the way in the back corner of A. It will take so long for them to push up on that map and really cost them a lot of points.
I mean, these spawns, like you were saying, I mean, even if you look at this hate or the Fracture side, they actually all spawn next to like the back wood piles and the back over towards that side of the map. I mean, they all kind of spawn in the same spot. Not really the best spawns. I mean, Hatred Paradise is the only one that's actually up at this point, going 6-5 on a 3-kill streak and trying to go towards that B flag. But I mean, the communication is just not happening. He does go down, and none of his teammates really helping him out to get that B flag. It's not working out for him very well right now.
Yeah, right now nothing really going down, but Hatred Paradise, a huge step up from last game. He, I think, finished 5-13, something crazy like that, but now he is 7-6, leading his team and trying to stay in this game. They are currently down by a very big margin, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. It basically is going to be a